I've not had a super productive week because I've been feeling kind of meh. However, I did manage to finish my Standing Tall Quilt. Let's get into it during this week's Friday Sews. Hi, I'm Izzy, and if you're new here, this channel is all about sewing, all kinds of sewing. So this week, I've been feeling pretty, not good. I don't know if it's some kind of stomach bug, but my stomach's been upset. I've had really bad headaches, no energy. So I spent a lot of this week just working and then sleeping. Like 2 nights in a row, I went to bed at 8 o'clock at night and then slept right through to 5:30. I went in the office on Monday only. I just did not have the strength to make it in the office the rest of the week. But I did manage to put the binding on my Standing Tall Quilt, which was a goal for me before the end of April. Actually, it was a goal for me before the end of March originally. Finally managed to get it done. And I'm not going to be able to show you the whole thing because this thing is so big. But look at this. Let's see if I can get up and yeah, it's huge. It is huge. I used leftover fabrics from the dark gray strips and some of the pink fabric and piece that together for the binding, and I am super, super happy. All right, let me throw this to the side because it is heavy. Oh my goodness. So yeah, hopefully that beautiful quilt is gonna make its way to the island at some point soon this month, and then we'll be on our bed, and I will take pictures as soon as I can figure out how to take a picture of this huge thing, probably once it's on the bed over there. But yeah, that was my one big victory this week. Also, I finally got a picture of Marianne in her green bodysuit, so I'm gonna scoot over and put it up here. She says that she is very happy with where the V is now ending. It's a little bit lower than I would wear, but then I'm a lot bustier than she is. She says it's fine, it's great, it's comfortable. However, it's a bit short in the body, so there's tension where the snaps are, and she's always afraid the snaps are gonna come undone. So when I make this pattern for her the next time, because there will be a next time, I'm going to lengthen the body, I think by about 1 inch. That should be more than enough. So yeah, very happy that she's happy. So there's that. I am filming. I was planning on filming it earlier this week, but just because I wasn't feeling well, I will be filming the video for Module 2 tomorrow, so Friday. You're watching this on Friday. I'm filming on Thursday. Module 2 is going to get filmed after work on Friday, and that is scheduled to come out on Tuesday next week. So yeah, I'm cutting it a little close for poor Marianne, who has to edit these videos, but hopefully she'll be fine with getting it done over the weekend. But yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. And this week's video went up on Tuesday and got an amazing response, which I'm so happy about. And I've gotten a few of you say that you would love more videos like that, so more fit videos, some videos where I actually get into the how to make a narrow shoulder or a full bust adjustment or changes to the length to a pattern, which I'm more than happy to do. So I've taken notes and I will work on those videos at some point soon. So that was my week. I had hoped to get a lot more done But, you know, sometimes you just have to kind of listen to your body and take a rest. As far as plans for the week ahead, well, I really need to get going with Marianne's Aria shirt. That's going to be her project for the month of April. I have the fabric somewhere. It's washed. I just need to now press it, cut the pattern. The pattern's printed. It's ready to go. So I'm really hoping I'm going to be able to work on that this weekend, maybe even finish it this weekend, because I'm going to see Marianne on Monday for pottery class, and it'd be great if I were able to give her her new shirt. So that's number one on the list of priority. Priority number two is going to be to cut some more project Dress-A-Girl dresses. So I've got my pattern all printed with my seam allowances all added. All of my cotton cuts have been washed, so now I can basically chain cut a bunch of them so that when I have a couple of hours on a weekend, or, you know, I can just whip up a dress really quickly. And I am hosting a live sewing social on April 26th. It is a Saturday. It's going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, where we get to hang out and sew some more project Dress-A-Girl dresses. So if I have a bunch of them all cut, then I can focus on sewing like I did last time. I'm hoping this time I'm going to be able to sew a whole dress, not just a bodice, but we shall see. So that's priority number two. And then that's not going to take me very long. These small dresses don't take long to cut. So I'm hoping that before the end of next week, so before my next Friday Sews video, I'm going to be able to at least get started on a muslin for the Hartwell Vest by the Cashmerette Club. I am so thrilled about this pattern coming out. Yeah, I have some muslin fabric here, and I'm going to use that for the very first fit muslin, even though Cashmerette patterns tend to fit me really, really well with minimal adjustments. But in this case, this is a pretty fitted garment, and I really want to nail, especially like the bust placement. It's princess seam, so it's really important for the volume to be at the right place. So I'm going to make muslin and then cut into my good fabric. I don't anticipate I'm going to need a lot of adjustments. So that's third priority. So only three things, well, only three things on the to-do list for next week. So really hoping I'm going to start to feel better. I'm a little bit better today, still feeling a little bit queasy, to be honest. And I still have a headache, but yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to be back to normal very, very soon, and we'll have time to work on those three things next week. As far as life, well, I just told you about life. It's basically been work and sleep and feeling pretty crap all week. But I have an exciting family event on Saturday. So earlier this week was my hubby's birthday, and every year we go to the Sugar Shack for his birthday. So that is Saturday. Now, if you're not from Quebec or Canada and you don't know what a Sugar Shack is, it's basically a cabin in the woods. Most of them are pretty large though, where you eat a meal full of things cooked in maple syrup. So it's a very high sugar, high fat kind of meal. I'm really hoping my stomach is going to be back to normal by Saturday. Yeah, we go there once a year. Obviously, you wouldn't eat that kind of thing every day, but once a year we go there in the spring during maple season and have a ball with the kids and the grandkids, and there's hay rides, there's usually a petting zoo, and then you have taffy on snow, which is really, really nice. So that's the Saturday event this weekend, and I'm really hoping there's going to be nothing else on the agenda so that I can fully recuperate from whatever this is. So yeah, that's it in terms of plans, in terms of life, in terms of what I've gotten done this week. What about you? How was your week? I hope it was better than mine. I hope you've had some time to sew. I would love to know what you've been up to down in the comments below. Thank you so much for stopping by. As always, if you liked this video, please give it a like on your way out and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.